Standing next to me is a 1999 BMW E36 M3, Estoril blue. Man, it's a pretty interesting color, I must say. Definitely these cars, they have to look good in some sort of dramatic color, whether or not it's the Dakar yellow, techno violet, or the darker blue. I don't remember what it's called, but either way, I mean, amazing car with the boxy shape. This one in particular was produced February of '99, so about the last 3 months of the whole entire production on the E36 body style. In '99 they already started producing some of the base model E46s already. So pretty interesting car as it is, and it's pretty fun to drive. So we're gonna get to take it for a drive and see what it's like out on the road. But I mean, man, it's a very interesting looking car. It's a nice mix of the E30 boxiness and the E46 enclosed headlights. And you know, just a cool looking car. So overall, I mean, you know, this car looks good with an M3 bumper. It's got to have it. You know, and this one is pretty much all stock. It's got the BMW M3 contour wheels. It's got you know, pretty much everything body wise is stock. It had a rear spoiler delete. The only modifications to it is really just the Dinan exhaust and the lowering suspension, but definitely an interesting car to drive, so let's take it for a ride.
I almost crapped my pants.
Wait, can I? So, driving the BMW E36 M3, it's a joy to drive, to say the least. I mean, the car, super tail happy, really wants to deliver on power the whole entire time, and it's really there on driver enjoyment. Just constantly just wants to make you happy, wants to deliver on power. This car having you know, having the S52 engine, it's very bassy. You know, it sounds really cool. It's got the Dinan exhaust on it right now, which is basically a straight pipe with a Dinan muffler on it, and the thing is super loud. I mean, you just lay into the throttle and just, I mean, the car is loud, but I mean, it really adds to the personality of the car. Not only is the color out there, kind of flamboyant and dramatic and in your face a little bit, and the exhaust just really enhances that. Just really out there. I mean, over the course of, I don't know, maybe a month or so I've had this car, just it really catches people's attention. It's super out there, but nonetheless, the car is a lot of fun to drive. It's very responsive. You know, everybody likes to complain about the shifter linkage, which, you know, it's not too bad. I mean, if you've had a couple of BMWs, you know, you're probably used to it, which I'm not going to complain about it for you, but steering feels good. Steering feel is there. Everything's very responsive. The car feels very tight, very nimble. So, you know, it's all there and it's all available for you to use. But I know Parker from Vehicle Virgin said that this was perhaps the ugliest generation of 3 Series BMW, but I'm here to say that it's one of the coolest generations of 3 Series BMWs. You know, if you start getting into, like, you know, the E36 sedans and things like that, where the proportions look kind of funky, but if you have something like this, an E36 Coupe, E36 M3, that's cool. Not only that, I mean, it's got the boxy shape to it. It kind of borrows a little bit from the E30 body style M3, the boxiness, and kind of you see the transition from the E36 going into the E46 with the enclosed headlights, and E46 kind of turning out to be a little bit more round. So it's kind of a cool mix of the two generations of cars. But I mean, this is a really interesting car. I like the shape of it. My favorite thing about this car probably has to be the seats. Aside from the color, aside from the looks, the BMW M3 Vader seats are by far my favorite seats perhaps ever made. I mean, they look phenomenal. They look cool. The bolstering really holds you in there, especially when you get kicked to the side, because this car is super tail happy. I mean, you basically kick the clutch or give it some gas, and the car likes to go sideways. So if you see somebody with E36 body style BMW in the rain, chances are they're going to be sliding. Most of the time, whenever I see them, people like to slide around because they're just so much fun to drive. I mean, they're really, really cool cars to drive, really fun. So I mean, I've heard a few horror stories about it though, where you know, people had to do, you know, like Vanos units and stuff like that. I had a 325 IS. It was a 93. That car, when I bought it, was running on 5 cylinders, and I kept playing with the Vanos unit. I mean, I was like, you know, 17 or 18 at the time. Didn't really know all too much about what I was doing, but that being said, I ended up just replacing a head gasket on it, and the car was fine. But I mean, very similar personality to the M3. So, you know, they're very similar cars. You know, you don't really get the interior, you don't really get the bassy engine sound. But, you know, that being that we're in the U.S. market, you don't really get the, you know, like the nice European engine with the individual throttle bodies, or the, you know, the DTM wing on the rear. You know, there's a few things you don't get, but nonetheless, still a cool car. Still kind of shares a similar personality. But then again, they all kind of borrow one of the, you know, a few things from one another. This is really the only generation of M3 that still keeps the same body as the 3 Series. Like with the E30 M3, that one was a wide body compared to the stock 3 Series. Again, with the E46, every single generation of 3 Series, the M3 had a wider body. This one didn't. This is really only one of the only M cars you could buy for under $10,000, well under $10,000. But if you had a budget of $10,000 to spend on an E36 M3, you could get a really nice car. Hello.
You have a nice day. Thank you.
Thanks, you too.
I can't tell if that Evo's raced out. Okay.
Not an Evo, it's a Lancer.
I couldn't see, okay? I need glasses, bro.
I wouldn't pay you anything because I just paid for your ice cream.
I want to, but I don't want to.
Oh.
I'm not gonna do it.
This soft serve is really durable for driving stick shift. This car in particular, body-wise, is in pretty good shape. It doesn't really have any rust on it. Carfax is showing that every single owner who had it registered and owned it in Illinois. But when I was going to clean the car out, I found an In-N-Out ketchup packet and a business card from a detailing center in Sun Valley. So that's weird. The car must be from California. So that's probably, I don't know, at some point it was probably over there, and there's not really much rust on it. So overall the car looks pretty good. Just a couple things on this one. The clutch is already starting to slip. I mean, it's got higher mileage, almost 200,000 miles. The headliner's getting droopy, which is very typical on these cars. And like bunch of little things. You know, there's cars like this, in particular the E36, you know, you have a few things like that. But out of all of the 3 Series BMWs, this one is my favorite body style. You know, like I said before, just the shape is interesting. You know, it borrows looks from other cars, etc. So, looking for one, I recommend it. The thing is, I'm not sure if I want to keep this one though. So I bought this car with the intentions of keeping it, but you also have to take into account I have 2 other cars, and you know, with that being said, it's a little like with car insurance and registration and maintenance on those 3 cars. Not exactly sure if it's something I'd be willing to keep. But if I didn't have my other 2 cars, I would probably end up keeping this one. so it's, you know, not really sure how you take that, but nonetheless, it's a nice car. And many people that I've talked to have owned an E36 M3. There's a lot of people who have owned it and are looking to get back into one. So there's really something to be said about that. So generally, if you saw one of these, you'll probably regret it, which I probably end up regretting, and probably will get another one. Too many problems with this car in general. I pretty much like everything about it. There's really not much bad to say about it, but what does get annoying is with these BMW shift knobs that they do like to fly off as you're shifting pretty hard, and like the slack isn't really too much to talk about. I mean, yeah, it's a little, you know, it's a little goofy, but the most annoying thing about this car is actually the armrest. And when you're doing shifting like that, particularly something very fast, yeah, it's very awkward. So, I mean, what I like to do is I usually just like to flip it up. I mean, I really wish I could just get rid of it, but flipping the armrest up definitely gives you a better feel, and it just makes more sense. So, I mean, I don't really know why they added that, or maybe they should have done it so it maybe designed it a little differently. The E46 kind of borrows the same thing, which is really annoying, but, you know, I don't really have that problem in my 6 Series or my other cars, so it's not really a big bother. But I mean, in this car, it's super annoying. That's probably like the most annoying thing about this car. But check out this flat black paint job, though. Very nice, right? I don't know, unless it was something I really, really wanted. But then again, I was looking for an E36 M3 for years and years and years after I sold my 325 IS. So I kind of needed another E36 in my life. So I have one now, but not really sure if I could just swing 3 cars. It's kind of difficult. It's hard. But it's fun to enjoy. Definitely interesting. So comment on the video. Let me know what you think of my E36 M3, whether or not I should keep it or sell it, what I should do with it. Yeah, you keep saying you keep it. I don't know if I'll keep it. I'll probably end up selling it, but
you got that back up.
Tell me whether or not I should keep or sell the car. What exactly you think about it. If you have any questions about getting into one, I could reply to your comment and let you know what exactly you're looking for, and kind of more in-depth questions if you have any. So please subscribe, and thank you for watching. See you next time.